I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're speaking with Matthew Mayfield, also known as CheezeBoy. He is a talented poet and author hailing from Nottingham, England, UK, and his latest release is called My Little Red Book, Parts 1 and 2. The author takes us on a captivating journey through life's moments, blending reality and imagination into a tapestry of powerful poetry. Join us as we delve into this creative mind and explore the fascinating world he has crafted within the pages of this book. We're delighted to have CheezeBoy join us today here on Spotlight. We thank the team at Prime 7 Media for helping us put him in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support writers like him by subscribing to our channel. Matthew, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Hello, Logan. You all right?
It's good to see you, my friend. How are things with the king over there across the pond?
Yeah, it's all right, actually. I've got a feeling he'll do a pretty good job.
Okay, good, good. As long as Harry doesn't become king, we're in good shape, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't think he'll become King Henrik, to be honest. I don't think that's been took away from him.
Yeah, I think I think you and I are more likely to become king than Harry at this point.
Yeah, more than likely.
Absolutely. Your book is awesome. It's a great book. Tell the folks at home what My Little Red Book Parts 1 and 2 are all about.
Well, basically, it's a poetry book, and it features stuff that I've experienced personally and stuff that's happened and I've heard about on news and things like that. And of various other inspiration, I suppose. There's just sometimes it just goes like that, and I just have to write. I've been writing all afternoon in the sun today since I came home from work.
Okay, great, great. And the theme of the book, though, tell the folks what I know it's what you've actually experienced and what other people have experienced, but what's the theme of the book?
Well, the theme was I originally started something called My Little Blue Book, which is also with Prime 7 Media, and then I just carried on the poetry, and basically it's evolved over the years, and I'm like writing book 22 at the moment.
Wonderful, wonderful. And what do you hope the folks at home who would pick up this book to read it would get from the book?
Well, I hope they enjoy it. It keeps them entertained because it really is good. And it's a nice little short book of different poems. And basically, I just hope they enjoy it and it makes them feel great. And they might have experienced things that I've been through in the book.
Exactly. Just some fun, just a fun book to read. Tell me a little bit, what's your favorite poem in the book?
Oh, that's a tricky one, you know.
Yeah.
That really is. One of my favourite ones is probably early December. It's early December. It's on page 4, and I wrote that when I had my little girl when she was a baby, and I was in my living room, and it's Christmas time. I had the lights on, and I really enjoyed that. And also in part 2, there's one called Grantham Weekender, and a friend I know, my friend invited me to her house, and we had a karaoke night at her house in fancy dress, and it was fantastic.
Wonderful, wonderful. When did you start writing? When did your writing career begin?
Well, I originally started writing properly in 2006, but I didn't start my first book until 2008. I'd been through a bad time. I'd lost a daughter, and I'd had my daughter had passed away, and her mum was very violent, and that was the fuse that lit it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, so out of tragedy was born your writing career. You found some inspiration there, an outlet, I
Yeah,
guess, right?
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically that's how it worked. Yeah.
yeah. You said you were writing today. What are you working on now?
Well, I'm actually on a book called "Might Remember the Colourful Elephant" book, and it's basically because after I've got a book called My Mother's Super Story Book. That's my 8th book, and
Mhm.
I was at college at the time, and I was doing creative writing, and I just did poetry books before that, and every book after that's been poetry, stories. It's been a mishmash of everything.
Absolutely. Have you thought about any of these books as a like a series on TV or something? I could see the BBC making something kind of unique with this.
Well, it just depends on what they're looking at, really, because there are some stories in a storybook that you possibly could make a series from, because there's in my storybook there's like stuff, like there's one about, it's similar to a Marvel thing. I don't want to get libel or anything, but it's similar to that. It's got like heroes in it, but they're not like your average superheroes. They're like exorcists, and they get rid of dark energy from people. It's totally different. So I suppose that could be a series. But I've also wrote a story called Wheeler McCheeses, and that's like about a car dealership, but it goes into detail about customers coming in and buying certain vehicles, and it goes to the back line of the story. And that's at the moment, it's like a 400-page novel I've been working on. It's not finished yet.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we're looking forward to you finishing that because I'm sure it's going to be a great read. How did you come up with the pen name CheezeBoy?
Well, a friend from when I was younger, for some reason, he nicknamed me Cheese. I don't know why he called me Cheese. I do like cheese, but I don't know. I think he said it was something because he had a big nose and big ears. I might look like a mouse. But he basically called me Cheese after that because my actual real nickname's Sid. I got that from when I was about 5 or 6 from a teacher at school. But basically, Cheese, I thought, yeah, I'll write as the Cheese Boy. It'd be something different.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a great name. You know why? Because it's memorable. So anything that's
Yeah.
memorable is always good. That's for sure. So you've written the blue book. You've written the red book. Do you have any other color books coming up?
Well, the only books I've got published at the moment are a red book, blue book, and my Marvelous Super Story book. I've got a lot of books finished, but it's the cost of publishing.
Right.
I'm a single dad who works full time hard, and I don't get paid a lot of money, so it's not really easy to fork the money out to pay
Right.
for it.
Right. So when the time is right, you'll have a lot of books. You know, if one of these books really takes off or something, then you'll have a whole anthology to offer publishers and so forth. That'd be great.
Yeah, because I've got 18 completed manuscripts so far
That's amazing.
on different books, yeah, over the years. Because during COVID lockdown in 2020 in England, I was off work for 5 months, and I
Mm,
wrote 4 books in 5 months. And one book, 300 pages, took me 5 days to write.
wow. So you like to spend a lot of your free time writing, no doubt.
Yeah, if I get the ideas, some days I don't have ideas. Other days they just come to me, and they come from everywhere. Because I've also found out I've got some ability, so I can communicate with the other side. And I was writing earlier, and Bob Marley came to see me, and Jim Hendrix came to see me, and Jim Morrison, and John Lennon. I can hear a song, and then I'll like hear voices. It may make me sound a bit, but I'm not like that. And that inspires me to write things as well.
Was Elvis invited to this party or just the
Elvis has wrote in some of my books. Yeah, the King's been.
sounds good. Yeah, because we got to get Elvis, Michael Jackson, Whitney
He's been. He came
Houston.
to see me yesterday. Michael Jackson did.
There you go. Then he taught you a little moonwalking while he was there.
Yeah, I was listening to Break of Dawn song, and
Okay.
I heard him telling me things, and I just started writing a poem about it.
Awesome. Awesome. Sounds great. Well, you are a creative guy. You've got a creative mind, that's for sure. How does your daughter like your work?
She loves my work. She loves my Marvelous Super Storybook. She
Yeah.
said she's read it about 6 times. And my little blue book and my little red book, the cover picture, my 11-year-old daughter took it. She used some toy cars and some crystals, and she took a picture on my phone, and I sent it to the public, to Prime 7 Media, and that's what the cover photos are. And they just added a bit of colour and stars to it, but the actual pictures took by my daughter. And she loves my writing. She keeps telling me not to stop writing because she's a little writer herself. She writes little stories as well. So it must
Great.
run in the blood.
Yep, exactly. A lot of creativity in that blood for sure. Well, the name of the book is My Little Red Book, parts 1 and 2. It is a collection of real and fictional stories and poems. You'll just love it. They're very, very entertaining, as is our author, Matthew Mayfield, better known as CheezeBoy. Now, you've got a great nickname. I've got to come up with a nickname for myself just as cool. I don't know, Pretzel Boy or Sausage Boy, or I don't know, something like that. But really great talking to
Yeah,
you,
it
Matthew. Lots of
depends on
great
what
luck
your
with this
flavour
book.
is, doesn't it?
What's that?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure. My
I said
pleasure.
it
To the
depends on
folks at
what your
home,
flavour is, what you fancy as your nickname.
what's that?
Lucky Logan. What about Lucky Logan?
Lucky Logan, I like that. I think it's a movie. I think it stars
Yeah, I think it was
Mr.
actually.
James Bond. Yeah, but I'll go with it. Maybe Unlucky Logan. I don't know. We'll have to see. It depends
Yeah.
on the day. But anyway, to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.